What is up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Here to break down and give my thoughts on episode 6 of House of Ashur preview trailer entitled Empty Things. Hey, like I said in my previous review, episode 5, best episode of the season. So I'm hoping we keep that trending. So I don't want to hold you guys up any further. So I'm going to go ahead and start this trailer, and we're going to talk about it. All right, here we go.
You grow so bold with champion lying at the gates of the underworld.
We must present the champion to stand for Achilles.
Contest shall be held. Again.
See. All right. So what it looks like we have here, we have a few things going on. First off, they're talking about, when it comes to Ashur, because the episode description says Ashur's popularity within Capua soars, but at a devastating cost. So we see the devastation, and that, of course, that's the catastrophic injury to Achilles' finger. I mean, she got sliced right in between. She's got the Vader thing going from WWF back in the day. It's Vader time. She got sliced up right there. And then also his popularity, but the thing about the popularity, and Proculus points it out, like he's basically telling them, like, yeah, you got this popularity, but yeah, it's because of your champion, and she's on the gates of the afterlife. And that's the thing. Ashur was successful at giving them something they never seen before, but it's like, what's next? Well, you don't have the champion ready to go up next, and then what else? What else do you have to offer? Yes, you put Kelladis and Tactron out there, but they had an okay showing. They didn't go over with the crowd like Achilles did. So when, like they said in the movie Gladiator, Rome is the mob, or the mob is Rome. And so this isn't Rome, but they are Romans, and they're very fickle. So you got to keep their attention. So I definitely know Ashur's up against it. He's definitely going to be feeling it. And so what we have is they do a tournament to decide who's going to be the champion, or I guess you could say the interim champion. And they have all the guys go against each other. And, as probably predicted, Kelladis and Tactron are in the finals. I mean, that's crazy, man. You got father versus son.
Teacher against student, old lion against young lion.
Going at it. And what I believe is going to happen, my prediction, I believe Kelladis is going to win, which is going to cause a larger rift with the son. And plus, if the son finds out he done, clapped Achilles' cheeks, he's going to be even more mad. And so I think this is going to cause a rift between them. And unfortunately, and I've said this in other videos, these two, it's not gonna have a it's not gonna have a great ending.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
Because I feel in order for Tactron to grow, his father's gonna have to die, and I think that's what's gonna happen. His father's gonna become the interim champion, and Tactron's gonna feel a certain way about it. He ain't gonna want to deal with him. His father's going to go out there, and his father's going to get defeated in the arena and lose his life.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And I think that's something that will help progress his character, because it will force him to grow up. And I think that's what's going to happen with those two, because it's definitely not going to have a happy ending between those two. I mean, this is from the world of Spartacus, and nobody really gets a happy ending at the end of this whole thing. So, all right, moving on. And guys, apologies. I don't know what the hell's up with my internet. I'm gonna have to make a phone call. I don't know if it's the internet or I think it's my laptop. But all right, moving on.
I stand dominus in this house.
I stand heir to the storied name of Sinner.
Bitch, please.
Like I said, I can't stand her or Caesar. I cannot stand them. Poor Ashur. I mean, this man, he's trying to get order back in his home. He's probably feeling himself because of the popularity of, his champion Aquila winning. But you guys remember he got his ass whooped in front of her, and he got his body slave, his bottom bitch, the Vilica of his house. Caesar had his way, and then Cornelia had her way with Messia. So they don't respect him. And then she throws the fact of being Cinna's descendant or daughter. Cinna, Lucius Cornelius Cinna, was a Roman consul, during the civil war between Sulla and Marius. He played a pivotal role in that conflict. And so, but what do I feel about this whole thing with Ashur and Cornelia? Because, we know Caesar left for Sinuessa. I think doing some research. So when Caesar becomes who, we know him as, when he becomes that boy, comes that dude, Cornelia's already dead. And it's said that she's either his first or second wife and believed to be the mother of Julia, his only legitimate child. And so what that means is with this, they can play loose and fast with her storyline. I can see her being like the Alithia of this series, and her and Ashur just going back and forth. And she has some kind of, let's just say she has an accident. And I can see somebody like Hilaria doing it, her trying to prove herself, how down and loyal she is to Ashur, because we all know the love triangle that's happening before our eyes between Ashur. Well, I won't even call it a love triangle. Ashur is feeling Viridia, and Viridia is feeling him, and Hilaria is just, a side piece at that. At best, that's all she could hope for. And Messia saw that too. And so I could see her doing something like that to take Cornelia out to show her loyalty to Ashur, and it not going very well. Like I could see her doing that, and then Caesar maybe ordering her to be executed. I could see that happening. Or I could be wrong. Guys, it's fun. It's fun to try to come up with theories and things of that sort. But we'll see. We'll see where I'm at on this.
You do not know the man as I do. He would strike against me.
All right. So in those last few clips, we see Opiter and Chorus talking. Now, I believe, because a lot of the times with trailers, they're not filmed in linear order. So I think the guy being thrown off the cliff, which we can't see, looks like he might be a messenger who gets thrown off the cliff with Chorus just standing by. I think that happens first, and he goes back and he's having this discussion with Opiter, kind of explaining to him like, hey, you just look at him as the Syrian, but I know this man, he's a lot more dangerous than you think, because they both have feelings for each other. And so once again, I think a story that's definitely not going to happen, a story that's definitely not going to have a happy ending as well. So what could that be? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I think things are, like I said, things are going to start to be revealed, like his involvement in the attack. And so I'm sure Gabinius, when he finds out about that, he's not going to like that. And like I said, it looks like Gabinius and, Ashur have found some common ground, because I said in my last video that Gabinius may not openly express it, but he does have a level of respect for Ashur. So that I'm really interested in. Who was the guy threw off and what for? And like I said, it looks like it may be a messenger or something. Who knows? But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on this trailer. It's looking like this. I'm not saying it's going to be better than the last episode, but it looks like we're going to get a nice, good episode. We're going to get some more gladiatorial action. When we have the tournament, to see who's going to be the top dog, why Keela is out. And then, like I said, we're going to have definitely a lot going on in the house with Cornelia and Ashur going back and forth. So yeah, guys, that's all I got. Like I always say, guys, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes of the whole damn video, I appreciate you. taking time out of your day to view my content. Man, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, man. Help me out, boy. And you guys have been doing it. You've been doing the damn thing because the numbers are going up. Guys, I'm so allergies, man. Ooh, my allergies are pretty damn bad. The weather is unseasonably warm where I'm at. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys. And get in the comments like you've been doing. Tell me how right I am. Tell me how wrong I am. What theories do you have? Guys, I want to hear them. So with that being said, guys, it's your boy P signing off. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.